Prime Big Deal Days is here.
Woohoo!
Which can lead to involuntary deal squeals, like the classic deal on a new blender squeal.
Yeah!
Save big this Prime Big Deal Days. On now.
Frozen heroes. Gonna tell you about frozen heroes. Gonna tell you about
comic books, costumes,
facts, boots,
and other stuff.
In this week's issue, World's Finest Wednesday.
Welcome into a World's Finest Wednesday edition of Bros, Foes, and Heroes as we take a look at some Silver Age silliness. If you joined us on Monday, that's when our regular full-length show comes out. You kind of already have an idea of what we're going to cover today. If not, why didn't you listen to the show on Monday? No, I'm kidding. As always, I'm Zach, joined by the masterful... I should have said marvelous master of the...
Macabre.
There we go. We're coming back.
More macabre.
More macabre. That's all we can get.
All the macabre you need here, folks. We got
Mr.
all the
Mike,
macabre.
Zach and Mike here to bring you some good old Silver Age fun. And this one it's definitely some fun. What we covered on the main show this week, for October, we're sticking with Halloween. So we've got some spookier titles.
Spooky.
We did Something is Killing the Children, Volume 1, and we're going to do Saga of the Swamp Thing here coming up soon. Or just a Swamp Thing overlooked in general with some other, maybe some Vincent Price comics.
Ooh.
Because somebody really
I like a Vincent Price.
Really went ham on Vincent Price for some reason.
Love that Vincent Price. It just came out of nowhere, too.
Today... again, in the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. That's what I keep thinking of. Today, though, we're looking at something...
13 Ghosts, by the way, is one of my all-time favorite movies, but not the new one, the old black and white one.
See, I've never seen...
It's silly.
Was he in House on Haunted Hill, too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't in 13 Ghosts. But
okay.
But it is... You said 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, and it makes me think of that movie. It's black and white, but it was also a 3D movie.
Oh.
And so whenever you... it was like the blue-red 3D.
Oh, okay.
And whenever you watch it, which I watched it on a little 6-inch black and white TV in my room.
With your glasses on?
Huh?
With your little blue and red glasses on?
No, I don't think I had them at that time. But it always freaks me out when you watch a movie that's supposed to be 3D and they go, yes, I think I'll take a drink of this, and they hold it right up to the camera or whatever. And then you're like, I don't have the glasses on here, guys. This is it just feels stupid.
Like, why is that so close to the camera?
I love it. Yeah, love it.
Right, fair enough. Well, we have something that I think you'll love by the time we get.
Yeah.
As I previewed on Monday.
Is it in 3D?
No, it should be.
That was kind of 3D when the comic popped up.
A little bit. The
nice.
Case of the Mother Goose Mystery. Another World's Finest. Fantastic title for us to dive into.
It's a liberal use of that phrase, isn't it?
Oh no, I think
World's Finest.
I think rightfully so. And this is from World's Finest, 1983.
Oh, is it really? It's that old?
I'm sorry, not 1983. World's Finest, 83.
Oh,
from 1956.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. So
I was worried for my generation.
Yeah, no. This is from 1956.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
this
is a Bill Finger written issue.
Really?
Yeah,
which
is cool. Bill Finger helped, essentially, he did the heavy lifting for Batman. I know Bob Kane gets a lot of credit, but if it were Bob Kane's Batman, it would be a guy in a domino mask with a red suit and wings that looked like the Da Vinci sketch. And so instead, Bill Finger kind of helped flesh that out a bit. So Bill Finger deserves
Thank God for Bill Finger.
an immense amount of credit in that with Batman there.
That
but
would have been ridiculous.
He also then wrote a lot of wrote a lot of comics still and stuff for DC. He even wrote some of the TV series with Adam West.
Oh, really?
I remember there's a
Finger?
Yeah, there's a really good documentary if you haven't watched it called Batman and Bill or Bill and Batman. It's one of the two. It's about Bill Finger and it was a really solid, really good.
Yeah.
So our story today
Does your wife watch those with you?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't know if your wife will do this too, and I can't say anything because I do it to her.
Yeah.
So like it's fair. Sometimes I'll watch things and she will be like on her laptop, either watching or doing something else.
Yeah.
So like,
We do a lot of that.
Yeah, I'll watch something and I'll hear. I'll be like, oh wow, and I'll like turn and look, and she was not paying attention at all.
No.
And I'm like, okay. And so then like I just quit doing that, and I'll be watching stuff now, and sometimes I'll hear like, well, that was kind of dicky, and I was like, oh, so you are listening?
Oh, so you're in the room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, this.
We get that a lot. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But I do the same to her, so I can't.
She
say
does
anything.
a lot of like I'll come home and she's watching another freaking true crime thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'll sit down and I'm just like, oh, I bet this guy did it. And she's like, shut up.
And then you're like, you ruined the whole thing for her?
Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause I don't know if you know this, but I'm a master detective.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at you.
I mean, all I need is one clue, and I can figure it out.
You're a real gumshoe.
Ask me. That's quite an insult.
Well, Carmen Sandiego told me that wasn't. I didn't think it was supposed to be. They called them all gumshoes.
So,
which I never understood.
Ask me about. Damn it! I had a good joke and I forgot the name. Never mind. Forget it.
Mike, I'm
Joke
supposed to ask you about something.
Yeah. What was the little
knock knock?
What was the little showgirl that got killed? The little,
what?
What was the little?
What?
She was like 9 and she was in all those pageants and stuff.
What
Was the girl that got killed?
John Benet Ramsey.
There we go. That's
whoa,
it.
Whoa. We're kicking. Okay.
I was gonna say, ask me about the John Benet Ramsey killing later, and I'll tell you how it happened. Because I got one clue. That was the whole joke, and now I've explained it, and it's terrible. And sorry to the entire John Benet Ramsey fan club.
Oh man. All right.
That one guy.
I don't know how we're gonna get back on rails after this.
Oh,
even though
it's
I
not a
had
problem.
somebody that we're very apt in getting off the rails
Yeah,
and trying to find
easy.
a way to get back.
Let's talk about that big egg.
I did have somebody tell me the other day that, or I was a part of a conversation where they were like, "Yeah, no, somebody else." It was like, OJ didn't do it, and they know who did it. And I'm like, "Oh yeah," and they're like, "Yeah," but they can't say who. And I'm like, "Well then."
They said that in a conversation to
It
you?
was brought up in a conversation. And I was like,
Come
okay.
on.
Okay.
Shut up.
What? Okay.
Oh, I know who did it, but I can't tell you.
That's the thing. Like, if you have an alternate theory or you have somebody else, that's fine.
Sure.
Just let me know it.
Tell me what it is.
Tell me about the other shooter in the grassy knoll. Anyway,
Well, you know,
back to something.
there
as
is a
conspiracy-related.
documentary out there where the guy says that they faked all that stuff, right?
Even the Kennedy.
And that the full footage of Kennedy being shot is the driver turns around and shoots him square in the head. And then
and we all Mandela affected.
well,
and
they
forgot that?
they went and they fixed all the footage.
Okay.
And you can tell because in one piece of the footage, there's a tree that looks like it's just floating there, and it's because they erased this and put that in there and all this stuff. I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't seen the clues, so I can't come to a conclusion.
You don't have your one clue on this one?
No, I need a clue. All I know is book depository. Little skinny guy.
One clue.
That's all I know so far.
One clue. Batman does not have the clue he needs.
One
for
clue.
this.
Punch Man.
Let's go ahead and get into our story for today. The case of Mother Goose. So what happens is?
Oh, is this in London?
No.
Oh,
no.
what were the two things there?
It looked like it's supposed to be London Bridge,
Well,
doesn't
yeah, it
it?
looks like London Bridge.
But does it look like there's any water there?
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down.
Does it look like there's any water
It looks
there, though?
tiny.
Yeah.
Like they've been shrunk down into Mother Goose Land.
Well, let's get
Is that
into
where we're going?
No, we're
Oh,
not. No,
damn it.
we only fell into a mirror last week.
I had a clue. I made an assumption.
You know, you were dead on, though, this week. You are pretty good when it
Yeah.
comes to clues because you knew
Yeah.
that in what was something killing the children that only the kids could see the monster. Like, you pick up on stuff.
But the guy
Some of it, though,
the guy looked right at it and couldn't see it. I mean,
some of it they do set it up, obviously,
Yeah.
for all of us, too. So,
all right, so
Batman.
tell me about how Superman's going to save Humpty Dumpty
Okay,
here.
so Batman and Superman are leaving the police ball where they were obviously honorary
the
guest
police
of honor
ball.
again.
Yeah.
It says that they were obviously honorary guest of honor again.
Yeah, again.
When there's this guy in a Humpty Dumpty suit. Like, they make all the jokes you would think they would too.
Sure.
Like,
Oh, I really got egg on my face.
yeah, as he stumbles and Robin's like, "Am I dreaming or is that Humpty Dumpty?" And Superman comes up and goes, "Oh, it looks like Humpty Dumpty's had a great fall." Like, they're making all the jokes
That's a
out of
dream
it.
you have, Robin? Where the guy is Humpty Dumpty?
He is.
Okay.
Robin has some weird dreams.
Again, that proves my Robin theory. You know, just that he's not necessary to anything.
Batman notices that there's a doctor, Dr. King,
Oh.
whose office is right there, and Batman wants to get in on the fun, and he goes, "Let's see if this King can put him back together again."
Jesus Christ.
So 1, 2, 3 puns if you're counting at home.
What about all
Everybody
the horses?
wants to get in on it. No,
Where's
we
all the
don't ca-
horses?
we don't care about the horses.
God damn. Nobody cares
So
about the
Dr.
horses.
King wills the Humpty Dumpty man, not to be confused with the hurdy-gurdy man, back into a room, and he's like, all right, I'll let you know. Calm down there, Donovan.
Well, it's mine was the Butthole Surfers.
Oh,
version.
the Butthole Surfers.
Yeah.
Here's what I will say.
Yeah.
And might be a hot take. It's a solid cover. I hate the hum over the whole thing, though.
Really?
Like, I wish there was a bit where it wasn't as distorted.
I think it's just to drive you insane is what it is.
That's what it would.
But
that's like, I listen and I'm like, I like it. But if it didn't have this, it would be so much better.
I feel like that's what the Butthole Surfers just wanted to do the entire time was just drive you insane.
Well, that's what they did a lot. Like, because that screech on Pepper, kind of sounds like the same noise from Radiohead and Creep when the guitarist was trying to ruin the song. You know
Which
about
one?
that, right?
Yeah.
The
Well, and then there's one song, and I can't remember what the song. Oh, it wasn't Who Was in My Room Last Night, but it's one song where it starts with, "If you see your mother this weekend, tell her I said Satan."
Yeah.
Who the hell knows what that means?
Did you ever tell your mom that?
No.
Okay. So after a while, like typical good, patrons of a hospital or any doctor's office, after a while, the three of them start going, "Hey, you know what? It's taking too long. Let's see what's going on."
Hey.
And they just bust back there to find out there is no Dr. King. And our Humpty Dumpty man's gone. But there's a note that the doctor left. And it says, "You three have always been considered the world's greatest crime fighters. So this is a challenge. A duel of wits. You combined,
What
or
if
you're
they had
combined."
never gone back there?
They wouldn't know. They'd just be like, "Oh, I guess everything's cool," and they would have left, and that
Thank
note would have
God.
sitting there.
Thank God they fight crime and they're nosy.
That's true. Well, this is 2 World's Finest Wednesdays in a row that they've been nosy because
Yeah,
the
they
other
just
one,
keep sticking their nose in other
hey,
people's
there's
business.
lights on down there.
Dumbasses.
Let's go fall in this mirror. You should see Mirror Batman from last week. Anyway, their first clue is
That one was really dumb.
their first
Like
clue
he comes
is
out and he's all squishy and shit. He's
squishing that he was.
squishy and shit. Yeah.
Their first clue was London Bridge is falling down. So Superman obviously says, "Hey, I'm going to go to head to London real quick and make sure he didn't plant bombs or anything over there."
Yeah.
Batman stops him and says, "No need to do that, buddy. We have our own London Bridge here. There's a miniature model."
What?
Like he's like, there's a miniature that's on where's that? Moments later at the hall housing of a new exhibit of architectural structures. There's like a touring exhibit of
You know what
London
kids
Bridge.
love? They love architectural structures.
Yeah.
And when you can get them all in one room, boy, you got those kids for life.
Well, while they're there, of course, London Bridge starts
So-
falling.
Wait. So are they tiny or is the bridge big?
No, the bridge is tiny. Oh, sorry, wrong button. Hold on, I gotta get a full screen. The bridge is tiny. It's a miniature bridge.
Okay. So why are they small?
Because okay, sorry. It's not the full. It's a miniature version of the bridge, but it's still big enough compared to them.
Oh, okay. In a doctor's office.
It's not in a doctor's office. They went.
thought we were still in the doctor's
No, they
office.
left.
Oh, they left and they went to the Museum of Architectural
in a hall of
Structures.
housing, a new exhibit on architectural structures. They went to a hall. It doesn't say what
Okay.
hall,
It's a hall housing.
but they went to a hall.
A hall of housing.
And while they're there, London Bridge does what London Bridge always does,
Oh,
or at least in the nursery rhyme.
stupid bridge.
It falls down. Superman goes to save the bridge, and Batman swings his rope through to rescue the police officer.
Yeah, he did.
But Superman realizes, like, hey, this isn't steel. This stuff is just made out of balsa wood.
Balsa wood. Does he
And
say balsa
He
wood?
does say balsa wood. And Batman is also like,
No. This is pine.
hey, he's floating down slowly. No wonder. It's not a he. It's only a man-shaped balloon in costume.
A man-shaped balloon.
So a
Nice.
man-shaped balloon who was dressed as a bobby is what they call him on top of the
Sure,
bridge.
Sure.
And then the bridge was made out of balsa wood.
Okay.
They're so confused by all this.
What the?
But Batman notices a note on the clothing of the balloon man, and it just says Hickory Dickory Dock. So
Uh-oh. Is it Big Ben? They have to go to Big Ben?
you would think, but no, it's just a dock in Gotham that's made out of hickory wood, and there just
Are
so
you
happens to be a
freaking
clock
kidding me?
tower by that dock. No, honestly.
Oh, wow.
Superman goes, Hickory Dock? That could mean a waterfront dock made of hickory.
Dock.
And Batman goes, you're right, Superman. There's only one made, only of hickory wood in all of Gotham City. So Batman is so good and knows Gotham City so well. He knows what all the docks are made out of. Well, they show up there because there's a clock tower on it as well, on the dock as well. And when they get there, there's a figure, and Batman tackles the figure, and the figure goes, "Hey, sorry, I wasn't reaching for a gun or anything. It was just a paper I was paid to give you. And my name isn't Buster, it's Mousy. I'm supposed to lead you all the way to the top of this clock tower." Oh, he's got to
run up the clock.
Because the mouse ran up the clock.
Can I say something just real quick?
You can say whatever you want.
Hickory wood,
yeah,
very hard to get dry, and it's very easy to crack and warp.
So it'd be
terrible
for a dock.
I'm not real sure why they'd make a freaking dock out of it. But anyway, I had to look that up.
Oh, man. Yeah. No, I like that. So the dock, it's the worst dock of all.
It is the worst dock
in all of Gotham. Well, so that explains why Batman remembers it, because it's dilapidated and falling apart. Then.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I know the Hickory dock. It's the worst dock of all the docks.
Yeah, I know the Hickory dock.
Not Doc Brown.
My friend Jeff lives under the Hickory dock.
Right outside that clock tower.
$4 Josh is under the Hickory dock. People don't have any idea what I'm talking about when I say $4.
He gives change. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So when they get up to the top and they see a goose dressed in people clothing, and you're like, Mother Goose in person, and there's a note pinned to her bonnet. But about that time,
she's a balloon.
Iron bars fall all around them.
Oh no!
And they're like, no, we're trapped. And Batman reminds Robin, "Hey, Robin, don't be so scared. We have Superman with us. Nothing can hold him, not even these steel bars." And Superman just punches straight through him. And Batman goes, "See? It was easy." But Superman goes, It'd be easy even for Robin. These steel bars are only paper mache."
Paper mache?
How? I wanted to know, how can they not tell that it's paper mache when it falls?
By the way, every time I see Superman, I think about lead, right? Because he can't see through lead. Yeah. Lead's his big deal. Did you know?
It's all of our big deal, Mike.
Can I tell? I love licking it. Can I tell you what I learned this week about George Washington?
Is lead related?
Yeah.
What?
Most of his upper teeth.
Yeah.
Were those of a cow.
Are we sure about that? I thought they were okay.
They were cow's teeth, and then the thing he put in his mouth, it was mostly lead.
Oh.
Yeah. So he's poisoning himself the whole time and had cow teeth.
So did he die of lead poisoning in a way?
I don't know. I don't have that much of the story. I just have one clue.
So they break through the paper mache, and
yeah, I'm thinking you could tell that if you were the world's greatest detective.
Like, I feel like it lands and it just kind of like shifts a little in the wind.
Yeah.
Like, and you're like, oh, okay.
Oh, this steel is wacky.
Yeah. They notice that there's a trap door there in the room,
Mother Goose
too.
is the size of a linebacker, too. Look at her.
Mother Goose is big.
Big
and they look to see if they get any more clues off the page or off the note that's pinned to her bonnet. Did you say there was a
goose in people's clothes? Is that what you said earlier?
Right there, next to Batman.
But that looks like a woman.
That's a goose.
Where's the goose? Oh, now I see the goose. Okay, it's wearing a bonnet.
Yeah,
I was thinking about
the goose in the top right now too.
Well, yeah, I was thinking about the woman down at the bottom in the brown suit.
That's Mousy.
Oh, that's Mousy.
We haven't gotten there yet. Okay. This is why I quit showing stuff. You like to get ahead.
Yeah.
So the note says, "Still puzzled. Perhaps the cat and the fiddle will help."
Oh.
Well, we're trying to figure out what's going on, and the group of detectives decide maybe we need to go back to where it all started.
Yeah.
To figure this out and get a more idea. And they show up, and the doctor's office they went to, there was no doctor's office there. But they noticed a cigar.
It was all paper mache.
or a cigarette in the corner covered in lipstick. And you're like, must have been a woman who was in here. And Batman goes, or could have been a dude wearing makeup, like an actor.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's something more going on here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And about that time, we see Mousy go into a room.
Looking super suspicious.
Going into a room that says Adventure Inc. R. Melville President. Mike, do you want to take a guess about what's about to happen here? What do you think the explanation for all this is?
Adventure Inc. R. Melville President. I think it's some sort of mystery theater that they're putting on. And they're including Batman and Superman because they are trying to get the fame out of it.
Okay.
I mean, that's
solid.
a fair guess, right?
That is a solid guess. I like where your mind is.
Okay.
Well, let's see.
It's right up here.
So it shows up, and we see the president. Jones. He's like, I hope you played your mousy role as well as your fellow actors did. And he's like,
so all the other actors played Mousy also? Is that what you're saying?
No, like everybody else so far. The Doctor, Humpty Dumpty, they've all been actors. And he goes, good. After all, I want our clients to get a good show for their money. Adventure Inc. must give them what they want.
Sure.
And so the president says, for a price, my staff of writers and actors must supply excitement and adventure to our clients, hurling them into dangers, and he puts in quotes, dangers that they can recall with fondness all of their lives. Our latest clients, the rich McKenna brothers, and their young nephew wanted to feel like their heroes, Superman, Batman, and Robin, for one night. So they paid my fee, and now they're enjoying the exciting script we wrote for them. But it says, but unknown to Adventure Inc., their clients have made a mistake in the dates and are actually sitting at home. And it just says like, man,
idiots.
Hey, well, John, tomorrow night's the big night. I wonder what kind of script they got for us. Gosh, I can hardly wait to play Robin. So, yeah, the whole explanation of this is it was supposed to be for other people dressed up as Batman and Robin.
It was supposed to be other people dressed up like them, and it just so happened that Robin, Batman, and Superman are coming out of a policeman's ball, and they see a guy dressed like Humpty Dumpty, and they're like, boop, let's go figure it out.
Yep.
And then that's exactly the storyline.
That's exactly.
Wow.
It does take a little change because the president gives Mousy a few bucks, and Mousy's like, that's all I get for this? Never mind. We can do something better. So Mousy goes to see a crook.
Oh.
An actual gangster. Foots Moley.
I was hoping his name was like Alvin Crook, and so on the door it would say A. Crook.
Crook, that would be funny. No, Foots Moley, and he tells him like, "Hey,
excuse me, I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
Foots
Moley.
M-O-L-E-Y. Foots Moley. And he tells him, he's like,
the Ohio State University.
Oh man, he tells him like, "Hey, it's these fake people dressing up as Batman and Robin. They're not really here. You could look like you're a big time deal if you're able to stop Batman and Robin." And he's like, that's a great idea. That's what I'm going to go ahead and do then. I'm going to go ahead and attack these phonies dressed up over at the Fiddle and Moon Club. Is that what it's called?
Fiddle and Moon.
Or maybe it's Cat and the Fiddle.
Cat and the Fiddle Club.
Cat and the Fiddle Club.
And the cow jumps right over it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. So
where's the cow?
It's coming. Okay. It's right there.
Oh, I see the cow. Yeah.
And like he tells him, like according to the script, like the fake
this is like
Superman,
spot on. Like I mean, it's on the nose on all of this shit.
Yeah,
like it's called the Cat and the Fiddle, and there's literally a cat and a fiddle.
Yeah,
like okay.
So the Foots Moley decides to rob everybody in the actual club before Superman, Batman, and Robin show up. But when they show up, they realize that the cow is tied to a cable.
So there's a lot of
and
people
it's filled with
in this
helium.
Cat and Fiddle Club?
There are people in the actual club, yeah.
What are they doing?
Having catting and fiddling around. I don't know. Having a blast.
Okay.
So they realize that the cow's a helium balloon again.
Oh, sure.
And they're like, all right,
this is twice in one day.
Well,
they got fooled by a freaking balloon.
This is another rigged up thing. Like this isn't making sense.
God.
But they do notice, and they come across Foots Moley and his gang. And they have guns, and so the real Superman and Batman actually beat up the
cat
crooks that are there, even to a point where like the actor who played Mousy and Foots Moley hop on the balloon to get away from it,
and it goes over the
and Superman kicks it like over the moon, but he kicks it so hard that it snaps from the wire that was around it. And it just keeps floating with the two of them up into space, kind of.
I honestly didn't think this could get stupider, but this is taking the proverbial cake.
And so he then goes to save them, obviously bring the cow back with Foots Moley.
Oh, sure.
And they land.
Bring Foots Moley and the cow back.
And when they land back down with the bad guys, they're like, Batman's like, Superman, there's the rest of his gang. And that's when we're like, no, there's been a terrible mistake. Like, I can take you back to our office and show you. And so they do that. And they take Batman and Superman and Robin back to Adventure Inc. and show them the scripts they laid out. And that's where they realize later a quick phone call bringing in the McKenna brothers to the office. And the McKenna brothers are like, because of a mixed up schedule, Adventure Inc. mistook you for us in the disguise. It was just coincidence. You happened to be around along when you did. And then Batman says, and I must say, this case had us guessing. And so the writer's like, oh, yeah, here, let me read the script you had. And he, like, sets it all up. And that's where Superman looks at the other two and goes, let's go. This is where we came in. The end.
So I want people to remember this. A human person wrote this.
Bill Finger
There may
did.
be more than one human person that was in the room when this was written.
Bill Finger wrote this. The legend Bill Finger.
Yeah, well, I guess this is the
we have to point out
mistake that proves the rule or something. I don't know.
Please. We have to point out, and I feel like we have to, that these were written for kids, especially at this time.
Well, they're thinking the kids are pretty damn stupid.
Well, Mike, you've had kids.
I'm
about to have
they are
one.
stupid. The 1956 action-engineered AMF Roadmaster.
I like to leave you some ads when I
Look
find
at those
them.
kids pointing at it.
It's got power.
So are you telling
really
me
stops and goes. It's got great speed.
Are you telling me that thing's floating over their head?
Yeah, and they're pointing at it.
Is that how that's working?
That's how it works.
And what's up with that baseball glove? Why does it look so weird?
It's like doesn't have
it's
like
he's
the
Hail
looped
Satan
fingers kind of.
in his
it's
baseball glove.
It's like he can move it. Well, have you seen
I
the
love you.
old baseball gloves are kind of like that?
They are not like that. They
Hold
don't have two
on.
fingers sticking up.
No
way.
Yeah, I think I can do this. If not,
And then you got Space Boy, weird glove man, weird glove kid, and then Peter Pan, all looking up at a bicycle.
This is kind of it's a 40s glove, but here it's on Etsy. Well, you're not going to believe me because it's on Etsy. You're gonna
I don't
think
care.
somebody-
It's fine. Yeah, I'll believe you.
How can I share this?
I don't know. You could have told me.
No, that's fine. Here,
This kid's got a space helmet on.
see?
Oh yeah, I don't like that. No.
But so it's kind of like
Somebody
that.
had some giant fingers.
Yeah.
Bill Finger. Oh, we solved the mystery.
Oh man. All right, so there we go. That is our world's finest issue.
Well,
this
that
week.
was great.
The Mother Goose Mystery, which is really just like an escape room company.
It's not even really
or
the
like
Mother
an adventure
Goose
company.
Mystery.
No, they just set it all up. It was just fake. Like it wasn't supposed to be real.
Well, I'm saying Mother Goose wasn't even really a part of it.
She was there in the bonnet.
It was just there at the end. They're like standing there, just going honk, honk. That was it.
She didn't honk honk. She just wore the bonnet and looked amazing doing it.
I think she was dead.
The goose? No, she was still walking around.
Fake goose.
Yeah, all right.
Paper mache goose.
I do believe they still should have been able to tell that it was paper mache. Like that.
Yeah, they should have been able to tell this whole thing, or they should have just mind their own damn business, and they would have been fine.
Yeah.
None of this would have happened.
Well, that's kind of their MO. But, all right, that's this week's World's Finest Wednesday. Next week, I was telling Mike, maybe I talked about it on the show. I think I found one where Batman and Superman have to battle against each other. There's a battle between Metropolis and Gotham.
Yeah, I like
so
that.
that's what you can look for there, too. Hopefully Swamp Thing. If it's not Swamp Thing, then we will have something else Halloween-related next week on our full show on Monday. As always, thank you guys for taking the time out to listen to us. We appreciate it very much. Even the comments that you guys go and leave. I made one randomly about Johnny Quick on Monday that I didn't think would get a lot of traction. I already got like 4 or 5 comments.
That's great.
All of them telling me about and explaining to me, not saying this in a mean way, it's stuff I didn't know, about how the formula actually turned out to be like the Speed Force, and they retconned stuff in for like the Flash and things like that. I don't know. I love it. I love all the nerdy little comments we get.
I just love
awesome.
the comments in general. I mean, again, like I said before, they could be positive, negative, don't care. Love them.
No.
Love them.
So we appreciate
I just
it.
love the interaction.
For
thank
sure.
you guys so much.
Yes, thank you all very much for listening when you do. Thank you for taking the time out to watch when you do, and just being a part of the show. Make sure to check out all the other great podcasts on the Rogue Media Network family of podcasts.
RogueMediaNetwork.com.
And until next time, stay safe, everybody.
Hey, golly con, guys.
Frozen heroes. Gonna tell you about frozen heroes. Gonna tell you about.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production. The Ohio State University.
Oh, man.
Are you a podcaster? Let's talk podcast hosting. Are you tired of your current podcast host? Need real support in a community that gets it? At Rogue Media Network, we offer top-tier podcast hosting services to help you thrive. From hosting and distribution to dedicated support, we've got you covered. Starting as low as $25 a month. Join our community of passionate podcasters today. Contact us at hello@roguemedianetwork.com.